So as you guys can see, the H2 is gone. I sent the frame away for the repairs that I mentioned in the previous video, which leaves me about a week and a half to 2 weeks with not much to do. So I figured in the meantime I'll pull the next project out of the shed and at least get working on that. I'm trying to keep it a secret. I didn't want to show anybody until springtime. However, I'm going stir crazy here and I gotta work on something. So follow me, let's check it out. Surprise, surprise, we've got another Kawasaki H2 750 triple. Like the other bike, this is also a 1972. However, it's got some heavy mods on it. We've got the classic 70s Tracy fiberglass body. We've got Kim Tab magnesium wheels with the rear disc conversion. We've got Denko killer stingers. However, the tips have been cut off and somebody's put mufflers on them. We've got the rear sets. We've got velocity stacks. We've got factory front dual discs with the correct splitter and the 5/8 master cylinder. Obviously, as you can see here, we've got late model gauges, which also means late model triple clamp. And the forks are from Z1. As you can see, they're about 2 inches longer than the factory H2 forks. The bike's not perfect. It's definitely got some blemishes and some work to do. However, from what I'm told, it's all there and it should, with a little work, fire up and run. So that is going to be my next project over the next couple days, to get this thing going. And I hear those Denkos purr. So as you can see, somebody definitely took the time to put this thing together back in the day. They used a lot of really good components. Which is unconfirmed, is that the bike was originally built by famous Canadian road racer Frank Mazurek. I can't confirm this, however, looking at all the components that are on this bike, whoever built it definitely had a need for speed. So that plus famous road racer kind of goes together. So as mentioned in one of my previous H2 videos, anytime you're going to start one of these triple motors after it's sat for a long time, it's always recommended to pull the carburetors off and check the bottom of the crankcase for any oil that might have leaked through the tank, through the check valves, and filled up the bottom of the crankcase. This is a common issue with these bikes. So again, if you haven't started up on these motors for a while, please check that first, because you do run the risk of hydrolocking your motor. And this right here is why you want to check first for oil on the bottom. I've just got a simple cable tie. I fed it down into the bottom of the crankcase, pulled it out, and it was soaked in oil. So I just checked all 3 cylinders, and sure enough, they're all full of oil. I kind of expected as much, because kicking it over seemed like it had an extraordinary amount of compression. And the oil tank is also dry as a fart. So I'm fresh out of syringes for sucking oil out of the cylinders, so I'm a little bit of a stalemate for that. But in the meantime, I noticed a few things with the wiring harness that could be routed a little nicer. So I'll go about doing that, tidying things up a bit, making sure everything else is in order, and then we'll get back to the motor.